Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you can hear me. We are live from the Edge Sports Arena in Littleton, Colorado. Your Mtn Select team is looking to face the Littleton12uAA group. Yesterday morning they faced the Littleton12uAA group and lost to them pretty handily. Looks like we're live. Good. Hopefully you can hear me. So Select has tied their first game against the team that is actually first in their division now. And then they lost the next two games. The one against Littleton, they lost 5-1, I think. And then the next game after that, they lost to Monument 7-0, I think was the final on that one. So not a good day yesterday for the Select program. Don't know, where the standings are and stuff like that. 4 teams will make it into the playoffs. It is clear to even have a chance they're going to have to win both of their games today. Starting with this one game at a time, one period at a time. Mtn Select played this group once in the Silver Sticks tournament earlier this winter and beat them. So they have that going for them. Their current recent play, though, doesn't bode terribly well for them doing well in this game, but we'll see. See if they woke up hot, get their feet moving, get some goals scored. They've scored a total of 3 goals in 3 games. It's going to be hard to win doing that. And they've given up 14, so they're going to have to swing that the other direction, obviously, in order to win this game. Again, all we're looking for them is to win each period. Get more granular than that, win each shift. Start winning shifts, start winning periods, start winning games. They've given up the first goal in all 3 of the games they've played so far this tournament. Hopefully they can swing that in the other direction too. Good morning. Yep, no worries. You can also turn it off. Speak freely. All right, we're back. As far as I know, we're all live. You should be able to hear me. Don't know if Slava's going to be mixing up the lines a bunch today, or if he's going to go back to the original groups. I do know that he definitely changed things up a lot yesterday. And yeah, yesterday, both games yesterday, I saw some very, very different line arrangements. See what we have today. See Kinghorn and Roman out there on defense, Gavin and Sawyer. They've been a solid defensive pair throughout this tournament. Dylan Weinreich, Asher Airholtz, and far side should be, yep. Oh, wait, yeah, Dylan Garvey. Asher and the two Garveys. Asher and the two Dylans, pardon me. Puck is dropped, one forward by Asher. He falls, but he gets the puck in deep. His teammates go and get it. Good forecheck there by Garvey, and anyway, puck's coming through. Sawyer making sure to stay with the player, squeezes him off the outside. Puck comes to Kinghorn. Kinghorn turns behind his own net. He's got a little bit of ice. Gets a pass forward. Breakout happening here. Puck goes through center ice. Sorry, it's going to take me a second to get my brain spooled up here. It is still pretty early. Shot coming. Makes a nice move towards the center there. Faked the shot. Did not get a shot off. Go to a good stick by Gavin. Puck is lifted out of the zone. Weinreich was after it. Puck is at the blue line. Mora tries to go forward. I think, oh my gosh, they're going to call our team on too many men. Puck was right there in front of the Mtn Select bench. Players were changing. Mora stepped off the bench and played the puck. I didn't think that it was too many men, but apparently the man that he was replacing had not yet gotten off. So that's not an inauspicious beginning. First power play goes to the Foothills team. Not even a minute into the game. Face-off will be down in the zone. Player carries it behind Hamilton. Hamilton, by the way, goalie got the start. Nice save by Bennett. Good opportunity for Littleton. They got the puck down low, made a nice pass, and the goalie Hamilton was up to the task. He faced the player and got it. Two players in low. Oh! Player makes a pass across. Hamilton makes the first save on the near post. Player makes a pass all the way across to one of the two uncovered men on the far post, and the man is able to shovel it up over Bennett's leg pad to between Bennett and the post for a 1-goal lead by Foothills already. So that's the fourth game in a row in this tournament that the Mtn Select program has given up the first goal. Inauspicious beginning. That was a power play goal for Foothills. There's 13 minutes left in this first period. See where the Select program can get some energy back. Puck is carried out for a moment there by Foothills, but a good back check. Popek's coming through center ice. Puck is taken away from him. Here comes Foothills player into the zone, but he's going to be offside, so he retreats. Sends it in, nicely picked by Vito Cipriani. Vito Cipriani heading down the left side. He goes towards the center. He's hoping to get a shot off. Sends the puck down low for Brenner. Brenner. Puck came back out to Mora, but the next player up is a Foothills player. Nice pass by a Foothill player. The guy gets a shot off, goes wide of the net. Puck is down low. Good battle there, won by Brenner. Gets it up the boards, but the next player, that was not Brenner, that was Funky, excuse me. Brenner and Funky on the ice together, both of them ending 4. About the same size. Puck comes around to the near side. Popek is there to get it. He's got a man breaking, but this Foothills player pinched on him and got the puck from him. Brenner sends it up the boards. Lauerman was after it, but it did not get to him. Puck goes behind Hamilton. Goes back down behind Hamilton. Gus goes over to get it. Winger was not on the boards where he was supposed to be. Puck is kept in by Littleton. Littleton player comes around for the wraparound. Gets a shot towards Hamilton. That goes wide. Littleton player has it. He reverses. Select needs a break right now. They are very tired. Oh, nice pass across by Foothills. Player kind of whiffed on the shot as Hamilton came over. to try to knock that down. Comes out to the blue line. Littleton player gets a shot towards Hamilton. That's deflected into the net by Littleton. 2-0 in favor of Littleton. Way too much time in their own zone by Select. They got tired and got running around. Littleton player gets a shot pass down low. Man is on the post closest to us, and he's able to deflect the puck up over Hamilton. Not liking the way this is starting out. Puck comes out to center ice. Dylan Weinreich will take the face off. Asher and Garvey are there. Puck is picked up by Littleton. They of course have extra legs now after scoring 2 goals in the first 5 minutes of this period, 4 minutes of this period. Puck comes up to the far side, is out of the reach of everybody, goes to the length of the ice. Icing is waved off. Asher is in after it. Littleton player sends it up. Weinreich is there. He sends it down low for Asher. Littleton player intercepts. He's going to send it up the boards. His man tipped out behind the player. Nice pass forward to the next guy. Foothills player goes down low. This one is deflected on net as well. Hamilton is there with the glove. Littleton player sends it behind the net. Next Littleton player picks it up. He reverses on the half boards. Kinghorn falls. Player loops it towards the net. Hamilton shovels it into the corner, sent back up. Select needs to make sure that their wings are on those boards. If they're going to be doing those wrapping outlets, they're going to have to make sure the wing is there, because otherwise it just turns into a nice easy pass up to the blue line for the Littleton defender. Faceoff's going to come back down into the Select zone to Hamilton's left. Bankert line out there to take the faceoff. Bankert, Kai, and on the other side, Lauerman comes up to the blue line. Banker has it taken from him right at the blue line, sent across. Lauerman turns on the near side, gets it ahead. Got it ahead up to Kai, but Kai was unable to keep the pass. Player is forced over the far side, drops it to the next Littleton player. He shovels a backhand towards Hamilton. Hamilton with a good save on 2 attempts there by the guy who was standing on his pads practically. Good job by Bennett to keep that one out. Littleton definitely tasting blood already on this. Face-off will be to Hamilton's left. Weinreich takes the face-off. Littleton player wins it. Tries to spin. Does not get it. Comes over to the far side, bouncing along. Does not get out of the blue line. Littleton outmans Select. Shot towards Hamilton. Gets a glove on it. Couldn't catch it. It was picked up by Lauerman. He goes up the boards. Asher sends it out of the zone. Asher's heading down the right wing. Good speed by Asher. Support's coming. Here comes Weinreich. Littleton player manages to pry the puck away from Asher. Sends it out. Breakout coming by Littleton coming into the zone. Gus Funky forces the player wide. He spins. He looks up. Funky and Weinreich teamed up to take the puck from him. Dylan has it now. Weinreich, he's carrying it forward. Puck's not being his friend. He's looking over. He just could not manage to get that puck to sit for him. Finally, he sends it down low. Goes into the Littleton zone. Littleton is going to have a clear breakout as the Select team was changing. Excuse me. Lauerman sends it the width of the ice. Actually, I'm sorry, the Littleton player sent it the width of the ice. Puck comes up. Kai Riegler is battling for it over there. A couple players lick each other off. Pass across was an attempt to get to Lauerman, but that one misses him. Comes back. Littleton player gets stripped by Kai. Kai's having a good start to this game. He gets in, gets a shot on the net. Good shot. Goalie has to make a difficult save with a leg pad. I think that might be the first shot on net for Mountain Select. Kinghorn comes off of the bench, gets the puck at center ice. He's looking up. Men are covered. He just gets to the blue line, sends it down low. Hits a Littleton player who then sends it behind his own net. Picked up in the corner by Select. Lauerman trying to come away with it. He does. And it's stolen back from him by a Littleton player. Player skating forward. Got Kinghorn and Roman back on defense. Player makes it through center ice. Kinghorn with a good stick and a good skate knocks that puck off his stick. Next Littleton player steps in. Sawyer with a good stick sweeps that puck off with his skate. Kinghorn makes a nice self-pass off the boards. He's coming around the near side. Down in the corner, reverses the puck behind Hamilton. Gets over to Roman. She looks up. She's got a man on the blue line, but it does not quite get to him. Actually gets past him, gets to the Foothills player on the blue line, who then gets a shot towards the net. Puck is now in behind the goal, up against the boards. Mosh pit there. Bankert sends it ahead to Lauerman. Lauerman runs into a man at the blue line. His stick goes flying into the opposite zone. But in the end, it ends up on a Foothills stick. Foothills player's coming across, tries to get a shot off. Sawyer with once again a good stick, gets her stick on the puck and no shot coming. Kinghorn has it for a second. His man was there on the boards like he was supposed to be. Got the pass to the blue line, but we're still not out yet. Popek has it, weaving through most of the Foothills team, but they end up with the puck. They go to D. Player fumbles it. He brings it out. Popek battling on the boards right in front of us. He and Brenner. Popek comes up with it, gets it over to Nolan. Nolan gets it to Cipriani. Cipriani has the puck at the blue line. He sends it down low. Brenner and Popek in on a soft forecheck. Player makes a reverse move behind his own net. Brenner still sticking with him. Player gets a step past him. Puck is kept in by Tucker Murray, but it ends up coming to a Littleton player. Back to Tucker Murray. He sends it in deep. Popek heading in on the far side. Player makes a reverse move. Popek takes the puck from him, sends it out, almost gets out front, but not all the way, as Cipriani was there hoping for the puck. Puck is kept in slightly there by Mora for a second, but here comes a Littleton player. They've got a 2-on-1. Player whiffs on the shot. He decided that the pass wasn't going to happen, so he looks up, tries to pick a corner, and let the shot go, but he completely whiffed on it. Nothing happened. Puck is down in the corner on the far side. Brenner comes away with it. He's looking around. He's got some space up through center ice. Brings it up to Cipriani. Cipriani's carrying it down the right wing. Gets to the ref and sends it in for a change. Good responsible play. Players are behind. A whole bunch of Littleton players are cherry picking. Getting behind the D, but pass does not get to them. Instead, the player carries it up to the red line and sends it down. Gus Funky has it. He gives it a hard wrap to Asher. Asher is met there by Littleton player, sends it up. Next Middleton player sends it down low. Goes around behind the goal line. Gus is there. Gus sends it up out of the zone. Weinreich battling hard, gets the puck away. Almost puts it out in front. Goalie was there, had his leg pad down. Good effort there by Dylan. Get after that puck. Asher's in the corner after it. Dylan Weinreich after it. Player goes to the far side, D. Littleton player realizes he has a moment, so he skates across, goes off the boards to his teammate, missed that guy. Next guy in, almost gets it. Asher battling hard, puck comes over to Hamilton. Ref lost sight of the puck on the other side of Hamilton, so he blew the whistle thinking that Bennett had covered it for a whistle. Puck is dropped, comes out to the Littleton player on the blue line. He sends it down low. Maura Burnett sends it ahead to Riegler. Riegler chases after it. D by Littleton. Up to the blue line by Littleton. Kinghorn intercepts the centering pass. Puck comes up to the blue line. Skips past a couple of Select players. Littleton player has it, gets forced to the boards nicely by Sawyer. Sawyer's heading down the right wing. She's going to do this herself. She sends it down low. Dylan Bankert is after the player. They come up the near side. Littleton player was on the half boards, on the boards like he's supposed to be. Guy was on the other side, so the player reverses, sends it up to the near wing who was there where he was supposed to be. Sudden 2-on-1 developing here. Good back check going on by Select. Sawyer gets back and just dispossesses the man of the puck. Good job, Sawyer. Sent up the near boards, breakout coming. Sent ahead by Kai. He runs into a player. Player interferes with him, actually held him. Lauerman was heading in with the puck, but he did not get there. Shot towards Hamilton, gets it with his glove. Didn't catch it, but made the save. Puck is not lifted out of the zone by Select. Comes out to a Littleton player. He uncorks a heck of a one-time slap shot, but it's about 8 feet up, so it just catches glass. Littleton player sends it ahead. Center ice, shovels it backhand into the zone. Sawyer has it. She goes across to Kai Riegler. Comes up to Kinghorn, back to Kai. Kai's looking up. He sends it out to Brenner. Brenner with a nice move across the blue line. Coming in 1-on-3. He's going to carry it down the right side, use his strength. Player pinches him off. That right there was legal body contact at this level, unlike some of the stuff we saw yesterday. Puck comes into the select zone. Tucker Murray curls. Player comes up on him, but Tucker makes it past him. Sends it ahead to Popek. Popek might have an opportunity here. Popek comes across and makes it. David Popek with a beautiful, beautiful goal there. He knew he had a little bit of speed on the defender, so he kept that speed, guarded the puck with his free hand, and then he started to lean on the on the defender. It was like he was going to go all the way across, and just at the last second, goalie bit on that, and he went backwards and put it back into the puck. Oh, good grief, Ian. Make that into the net for 2-1 now in favor of Foothills with 3 minutes left in the first period. Desi Brenner take the face off. Tucker Murray playing wing. Vito Cipriani goes down the left wing after Select wins the face off. Player takes the puck from him and goes forward. It's still in the Foothills zone. Vito is after it, kicks it forward. Move forward by Brenner. Brenner working hard. Player takes it back behind his own net. Comes up the near boards. Popek kept it in for a second, but it did not stay in, so now it's coming back to Tucker. Tucker sends it up the boards. Popek is there. Sends it across nicely over to Nolan. Nolan sends it ahead to Vito. Vito shovels it backhand and they get a change. All right, I like it. A little more organized today after the first 2 goals. Puck comes out, up through Littleton zone. They go D to D again. Miss their winger. Mora turns, goes to his defensive partner, Gus. Gus turns and tries to get it out of the zone, but it ends up hitting the player's stick. That goes towards Hamilton, and he just makes a glove save. Holds onto it for a whistle. Team's looking a little bit more organized. Breakouts are working a little bit better. I feel like they're starting to perhaps get their structure back. Still seeing a little bit too much looping by these guys. If they overskate a puck, the common thought in hockey is that looping will not get you back to that puck. You need to stop, get the puck, and go again. And they are unfortunately doing a lot of looping. Littleton player has it, tries to come across inside the blue line, but the puck is swept off his stick. Next Littleton player picks it up and sends it down low. Little love tap on Asher's shin pads by the Littleton player there. Puck goes up the far side, bouncing around. Let's see who comes away with the puck. Gus Funky does, but he doesn't have a stick because the player was holding on to it. So Gus kicks it across. Can't see who that is. There we go. The puck comes out of the zone. Garvey is after it on the far side over there. Pinches off that self-pass by the Littleton player. He's going down. Littleton player catches him from behind. But then the Littleton player loses it, but then he regains it. Nice work there. Garvey working hard, puts it over to Dylan Weinreich. Weinreich's shot partially blocked by the stick of a Littleton player. They give each other a couple pushes and get up and get after the game. Littleton coming up there, left side, coming in on Sawyer, sends it down low. Sawyer retreats, goes after the player. Throwing a middle ice breakout, which is always dangerous, but it worked. The puck came out of the zone. Picked up by Riegler. He sends a backhand ahead. Now we've got Garvey. No, Lauerman was heading down. Left side, he sends it ahead, but it's picked up by a Littleton player. Good scrum going on here. Banker working hard. Sawyer steps in. Lauerman lifts it backhand down low, gets past the ref. Riegler goes after it. Puck comes all the way around. Good timing on that pinch by Gavin, but the player did a nice tip. Shot attempt is knocked down from behind. Good job on the back check. And that is the end of the first period. Oh, man. Littleton player, as he goes to pick up that puck, he's got Gavin Kinghorn bearing down on him, and he turns to try to pick it up. He falls on his butt, and if that horn had been about 5 seconds later, Kinghorn would have been in free. But that's not what happened. All right, 2-1 in favor of Littleton. Period 1 done. I'm pleased with the way that the Select team has gotten themselves together. After giving up 2 quick goals, they seem to be playing a little bit better, making quicker decisions, getting to their positions. Like I said, still a little too much looping. I prefer they did a lot more stopping and starting, particularly when the puck is bouncing. If a puck bounces over your stick, just peeling off like, oh, I couldn't get it, and trying to come around for it is not going to work out for you more often than not. You need to slam on the brakes, take 2 big steps back and go get that puck. But anyway. All right, so it seems as though Slava's been pretty happy with the way that the forward lines are playing, so he's kept them together through that whole period. Hamilton's going to go back. Again, the teams are going to switch ends. So Hamilton will be to our right. Nolan and Tucker on defense. Vito, Brenner, and Popek are the forwards, although Vito and Popek are the defenders in this alignment for the face-off. This is one laterally by Brenner. Steps in, sends it forward. Good. Tucker throwing his weight around back there, just totally got that player off of the puck with his hip. That was beautiful. Breakout attempt was just a little bit ahead of Brenner as he's coming out. Puck comes up to the blue line. Foothills player sends it down deep. Comes around the near side to Cipriani. He gets it up to Brenner. Brenner skating in the zone. Brenner and Popek together. 2-on-1. Player reaches out. Yeah! Brenner coming down the left wing on his offside. Looks over, sees he's got Popek on his offside. He goes to take the pass across. The Foothills player on the 2-on-1 knocked down the pass, but unfortunately for them, Popek read it and he curled in. Player was unable to control it, and Popek one time had passed the goalie for a 2-2 game now. All right, a little more life for this program. Back out at center ice. Next face-off. Dylan Weinreich, Dylan Garvey, and Asher. Foothills win it, they bring it in. Funky guides him out to the corner, takes the puck from him, sends it across to Maura Burnett. Maura is after it, player reverses it, Funky is there, working hard, player is leaning on him. Foothills player comes away with it, tries to get it out in front, but is swept. Asher sends the puck towards the blue line, but it does not get there. Going around behind Lauerman gets it up ahead. Here we go down the right side. Asher could not get the puck to settle. You see what Asher did there? He lost the puck, so he slammed on the brakes and went back after it instead of the big loop. Unfortunately, the next player in was a Littleton player, and he came and got it, but still, that was the right move. Littleton player drops it to his teammate. Teammate's coming across. He gets a shot towards Hamilton, but that hits a skate and gets knocked down. Littleton player comes up. He's going to get a shot on Hamilton, who covers that one up. Good save, Bennett. Littleton came out with a little bit of extra urgency on that shift. Fortunately, the Select team was able to keep the puck out of their own net, get a full 5-man change for both groups, I believe. Bankert line out there. So he's going to be out there with Kai and Kai and Lauerman. Puck comes to the blue line. Littleton defenseman is able to stick it back in again. Nice work there. Riegler looking forward, couldn't, still going. Bankert going after it. D-to-D pass by Littleton, barely makes it over, and then the puck jumps over Lauerman's stick on the way out of the zone. Bankert has it. He sends it across to Riegler. Riegler is going. Puck goes down deep on a Littleton player's stick. Sends it hard. Sawyer with an aggressive pinch there. Good job. Sawyer's still working hard, but the players, 2-3 of them, to gang up on her, finally take the puck from her. Littleton's carrying it in. Gavin Kinghorn takes the puck from the player. Next one in, sends it down low. Gavin once again comes up with the puck. Gets it out to Kai, who could not shovel it all the way out of the zone. And it goes back in offsides. Face-off will be just outside of the Select zone. All right. 12 and a half minutes left in the second period. Score is 2-2. Brenner out there for the faceoff. Cipriani and Popek playing defense. Nolan and Tucker playing wing. I think it's just a new way to win faceoffs. Puck goes forward. Nolan goes after it, but Littleton sends it in. Puck goes behind Hamilton. Pass out from behind the net to Popek. Popek sends it ahead for Brenner. Brenner ends up with the puck. Player falls down. Oh, sticks his stick out, but Brenner goes after it. Gets it across to Vito. Vito sends it. Oh, too much passing there. Take the shot, boys. Ends up coming over to Popek, but he couldn't get a clean shot off as the defenseman came over and stripped him of the puck. Oh, good save, Bennett. Good 2-on-1 there, worked there by Littleton. Oh, puck's up in the air. A little still dangerous situation right now. Picked up nicely. Murray sends it across to Nolan. Nolan has it. Nolan sends it up the boards to Vito. Vito's looking around. He chips it ahead to Brenner. Brenner sends it ahead, hoping for a change. It's going to be icing, so everybody gets a change. Faceoff is going to come all the way down to Hamilton's left. 11 and a half minutes in the second period, 2-2. Weinreich takes the face-off. Bennett with a good save in close there. Really good save. Yeah, Bennett! As the Foothills players got the puck moving across, players got the puck moving across the crease. And the player was suddenly down low in front of Hamilton, and Hamilton came across and stretched out his leg pad. Littleton player coming in, tries to lean on Gus, but he can't get through to the center. Gus goes back and pinches him off on the boards. Maura Burnett sends it ahead to Asher. Asher has it. He sends it ahead. Dylan Weinreich going down the white ring. Puck is picked up by Asher, and he sends it down into the Foothills, Littleton zone. Littleton's coming up the near side. Where's the puck? It is sent into the select zone, comes ahead to Kai. Kai can't get past his defender. Littleton player goes off the glass. Puck ends up on Funky's feet. He sends it across to Asher. Asher was looking up to see what he was going to do with the puck, but it rolled up on edge. Got past him. Player is trying to get a shot off. It is blocked. Now the puck's coming up the left side here on Kai's stick. Soft pass to himself. He gets it. Looking for a shot. Oh, made a really nice hard shot at the far post. Goalie didn't quite get all of it. And it went past the post, and then Bankert gets it below the goal line and sends it out through the slot from behind. And unfortunately, he missed everything and came all the way out to the blue line. Now the Foothills have gained control of the puck in their own zone. Passing back and forth. Puck is picked up by Lauerman. He was looking up to pass it, and it dribbled off his stick. Lauerman hustled him back. He sends it ahead to Sawyer. Sawyer has it. She reverses it to Lauerman. Lauerman gets it to Bankert. Bankert one-hands it forward. Kai is after him. Now the puck is sent diagonally, and it ends up on a Foothills player's, good grief, Littleton player's stick. He goes down. He was looking for a tripping penalty, but none was called. Player comes across. He's on his backhand across. Good defense there. And you're going to call that? That was a bad call right there. Might have been a makeup for missing the other one. Kai with good hustle reaches across and pokes the puck off the player's stick, and the player falls on him. And at that point the ref lifted his arm for a penalty. Oh, good saves by Hamilton, and that's going to be the whistle for the power play. Well, even if it was a penalty, which I don't think it was, shouldn't have been called, that's an effort penalty. So the next power play goes to Littleton. They scored on their first power play. Yeah, I think the only power play of the game so far. All right, face off down to Hamilton's left. Nicely won by Popek. He gets it over to Vito. Vito's heading down the right wing. got 4 players coming back hard. He sends it towards the net. The goalie has to just carefully play it into the corner. Vito was hoping for somebody to come down and maybe be there for the rebound. Popek catches that at the blue line and hammers it back down low again. Got too many men forward right now. Popek and Vito were out a little too far. Hamilton with a good glove save. Tucker with good work to keep the player to the outside so he can only take a wrister. 1 minute left on the power penalty kill for Select. 8.5 minutes left in the second period. Score is still 2-2.
Let's go, Select!
All right, next group out on the penalty kill. Nolan and Tucker. Forwards are Zach and Brenner, Desi Brenner. Littleton player sends it down low. They play catch along the boards. Goes down behind Hamilton. Comes over to the near side. Hamilton, I'm sorry, nice work there by the defender. Desi Brenner tied that player up really well, and then as Lauerman was carrying the puck to the zone, he gets hammered over into the boards. No call there. Littleton player sends it towards the net. Hamilton has lost his stick. Paddle's lying on the ice behind the goal line. Comes out to the blue line. Nolan ties up his man. Some of the parents are reffing, not really sure. Parents are yelling, not really sure what they're yelling about. Hamilton with a good save, with another good save out of cover. Bennett Hamilton coming up big. Yeah, Bennett! Stick was behind the net, and Hamilton makes 2 really good, tough saves without a stick and then covers it up for a whistle. Great work there, Bennett. 7 seconds left on the penalty kill now. All right, Gus and David Mora playing D. Bankert and Kai are the forwards on the penalty kill. Bankert ties it up. Puck is in, goes into the corner. Now he gets Popek. David Popek comes away with the puck. Kai comes out of the box, but he did not have a stick. He tried to slap the puck forward and it ended up 2-on-1 developing for Littleton coming into the zone. Gus forces him wide. Player looks, gets a shot towards Hamilton. Hamilton. Oh! Oh, that was painful. Oh, that was painful. Hamilton comes over, makes the save, and I think that actually one of the Select players came in, hit it with a skate, and it just trickled over the goal line for a really unlucky goal for Select. A really unlucky goal. Killed off that penalty. Things were looking good. Stick goes flying. Suddenly it turns into an odd man rush. Gus does a good job on that. They get one soft shot off. Hamilton makes a save, and then an unfortunate bounce pushes the puck softly into the net for a 3-2 lead for Littleton now. 7 minutes left in the second period. You're going to have to dig deep to get over that one. Good work by David Moore to use his body to shield that puck. Player's in the slot, picked up nicely. Here comes Asher's coming down the right wing. He's got the speed, but the player's got a good stick. Knocks it off his stick, forces an offsides. I will say one thing, this weekend, not only has the Select team really honestly not played that well in those last 2 games, but they also were unlucky puck luck, and that was an unlucky puck luck goal right there. Puck is deep in Littleton zone. Player's curling behind his own net. Good pinch there. Dylan Garvey working for it. Player guards it with his stick and his body. Dylan gets it back. Littleton player, Dylan has it. He goes down to the goal line. That's going to be a penalty on the Littleton team as the player just boarded Dylan into the glass. They're going to call tripping, but same effect. Power play goes to Select now. See if they can come up with something. Be a really good time for a power play goal. All right. So Coach Slava's going to send the Summit line out there. Popek, Vito, and Desi. Kinghorn and Tucker Murray are the defensive pair. Minute and a half power play, 6 minutes-ish left in the second period, 3-2 in favor of Littleton. Puck is one over into the corner. Popek comes up with it. He's looking, he's dangling. Takes it out to the blue line. Gets it to Kinghorn. Kinghorn sends it back down to Popek. Popek over to Brenner. Brenner's shot is just deflected high over the net. Player shoves Vito down as Vito was playing it again. That was probably not a legal play as far as what these kids are allowed to do, physical play. Oh, soft pass across center ice is picked up by one of Littleton's bigger players. He goes in deep with it. He's just trying to bury it in the corner right now. Sends it out, picked up by Tucker Murray. Murray sends it ahead to Vito. Vito loses the puck. Puck goes all the way back down into the Littleton zone where they do a deft reverse pass to themselves. 38 seconds left on the power play for Select. Kinghorn carrying the puck in the zone. Sends it across. Popek has two players converge on him. He couldn't keep control of the puck. Next player up is a Littleton player. He's coming through the zone. Desi Brenner is skating hard on him. He puts it out in front. Next player down, catches it on the backhand. Hamilton was pinned against the boards. And the player is able to put it in backhanded for a shorthanded goal by Littleton. All right. Things are tilted back, obviously, in the direction of Littleton now. They got that lucky goal, and now they got a good shorthanded goal. Good job by them. Our team over pursued. Left gave up a 2-on-1. Puck comes out to center ice. Littleton is still shorthanded. Banker gets it across, tries to get it to Lauerman, but Lauerman couldn't catch it. Banker has Lauerman got it back. He sends it. Player lifts it out of the zone for Littleton. Comes back to Tucker Murray. Tucker whiffs on that pass, but he gets it up to Lauerman. Lauerman with a nice move past his man. He goes down low. Player gets it off of his stick. They go diagonally across. Player is hustling over towards it. Kai Riegler working back. Comes out front, shot. Hamilton makes a save and the cover. That was a nice play by Littleton to get it out in front. Man got a nice one-timer off. Hamilton was square to it and covered that up. Gut check time. Still admittedly only the second period. They've come from a 2-goal deficit already in this game against this group. 4:20 left in the second period. See if they can find some legs here. Go get a couple more goals. Puck is one deep. David Mora turns. He goes up the boards. Asher hadn't quite gotten there yet, but he follows up. Puck is sent out of the zone. Asher's heading down on the man. We got an extra forecheck in. Didn't quite get it out of the zone. It comes up. Littleton player tries to poke it past. Does poke it past Funky, but he does not maintain possession. Mora comes back, gets it to Asher. Gets past Asher. Shot from the point that Hamilton sends into the corner. Mora Burnett battling hard. Puck comes right out in front. Backhand chance towards Hamilton. He gets a leg pad down. Littleton player sends it up the boards. Asher fighting for it. Puck comes right out in the slot. Dylan Garvey. Breakout pass to Weinreich. Weinreich's coming up the left side. Couldn't quite get past the player. Gets the puck off of him. Number 10 for Littleton's coming in. Gets the pass across to the open man. Oh, sends it right back to him. But both of them, fortunately, those passes did not connect. Puck's going through center ice. Sent ahead to Asher. Asher gets a shot towards the goalie. Goalie lost it in the lights and ended up having to make a face save on that. But he did make the save, unfortunately. Puck comes into the zone. Sawyer comes over, sweeps the puck off of several sticks, reverses it, sends it over to Mora. Mora goes up the boards, gets past Popek. Player angling around, ends up just sending it down behind Hamilton. Littleton player has it. He reverses. David Mora goes with him. He comes back again. Player falls down, looking for a wraparound attempt, but Sawyer reads that and just goes and gets a stick on the puck. Nothing happening there. Puck comes out to the blue line. Littleton on the left point, looking for a shot opportunity. Ends up turning into a breakout for Brenner. He gets it across, comes to Popek. Popek enters the zone. He drops it off to Brenner. Brenner with a good wrist shot. Goalie is there with a save. Next man up couldn't get there in time to poke the puck in. That would be Vito. He was just a half a step too late getting there. Goalie made a good save and covered it. Really hoping for a Select goal here before this period ends. 2:25 left in the middle period. Make that the Bankert line is out there now. Kinghorn and Sawyer on defense. Kinghorn comes across, makes a move, gets a shot towards the net. Oh, ended up on Kai Riegler's stick, but it was spinning, and it just came off his stick. Looked like it was going to be a good shot from in close. Sends it across, shot coming here. Riegler with a great opportunity from between the hash marks. The goalie made a save. Kinghorn pinches, sends it down low to Riegler. Riegler reverses it to Lauerman. Yeah, that was Lauerman. Player for Littleton picks it up. Lauerman takes that one back. Player puts his shoulder into Lauerman, knocks him down, and gets called on the interference. Another power play for Select. Another chance to get closer here. 1:50 left in the period, 1:30 on the power play. First, don't give up a shorthanded goal. Second, score.
Let's go!
Sawyer and Kinghorn, the defensive pair. Brenner, Popek, and Cipriani, forwards. Puck is won back by Littleton. Littleton player turns. He's bringing it up the boards. He reverses it to his defensive partner. He goes back to get it. He sends it up the boards. Comes out to center ice. Kinghorn's got some space. He's going to take it. Goes for the shot, whiffs on the shot, and then falls down. Cipriani looking to get into the center of the ice there. He gets it out in front, but it's knocked down by Littleton players. Brenner comes cruising in. Couldn't get the shot off. Kinghorn tries to get the pass down low to Brenner, but it comes out of the zone. Kinghorn, Brenner. Kinghorn looks up. He sees Popek on the far side, sends it over to him. Popek gets to the ref and sends it into the zone. Goes wrapping behind the Littleton goalie. Comes out to Kinghorn, but the puck jumps over his stick. Now we got Tucker Murray one-on-one with the Littleton player. He was hoping for a no-look shot, but nothing happened. He tries to get out of the zone. Poke there. That shot is knocked down by a stick. Brenner has him deep in his own zone. There's 25 seconds left on the power play. Littleton player with a shot, hits the crossbar. 35 seconds left in the period, 15 seconds left on the power play for Select. Spending too much time in their own zone on this power play. And here comes Brenner. Brenner skating down the right wing. He reverses it to Cipriani. Cipriani sends it off to the goalie from a tough angle. Goalie just flipped it out. Looks like we're going to have a penalty on Littleton. Interference?
Behind the play.
Yeah, well behind the play. We didn't see that. 20 seconds left in the period. Looks like we have another power play for Select. Littleton player goes and sits, so hopefully the Select team can go ahead and get a power play goal now in the last 20 seconds of this period. Take some momentum into the third period. Dylan Bankert, Kai, and Lauerman are the offensive line. Nolan and Tucker are the defensive line. Comes to Kai, who tries to shovel it out in front to Bankert. Good job there by Nolan, but unfortunately the next player up is a player from Littleton. 8 seconds left in the period. Chipped up towards Bankert. Bankert tries to go to Kai. Here comes Littleton looking for a shot. Hamilton with the save right at the horn. Well, the first half of that period, I was starting to feel good. Select was playing well, kind of had their positioning down, and then they got that unlucky goal scored against them where the puck. Mentally was a bit of a scramble for Select. right, face-off is back out at center ice, third period. Just over a minute of power play time for the Select program. Puck comes back to Lauerman. He comes down the wing. He's going to put it out in front. Bankert is there. Littleton players sweep the puck out of the danger zone. Good hustle across by Lauerman to knock that puck. Littleton player sends it down low. Nolan is back to get it. He's going to overlap with Kai. He's coming up the left wing. Should have put it in deep, but instead he gets stripped at the blue line. Puck comes out. Lauerman has it in center ice. Sends it across. Sent ahead by Kai, but the player from Littleton with a good stick knocks that off him. That is sent deep by Nolan. Goes behind the Littleton goalie. Littleton player picks it up, sends it off the glass. It's going to go the full length of the ice. It's not going to go the full length of the ice. David Mora is there. Littleton player comes in on the forecheck. He loses an edge, takes out Mora. Puck ahead, trying to get it over to Lauerman, but Pike's pass did not have enough gumption on it to get there. Intercepted by Littleton. Mora has it. Sends it over to Lauerman. Lauerman behind Hamilton. Looking up. Players are coming through center ice. Gets partially knocked down. Ends up on a Littleton player's stick. Lauerman is there. Bankert is there. Comes back to Gus Funke again. Gus goes off the boards around to Kai. That's out of his reach. Comes up to Littleton. Knocked down by Gus Funke. He made sure that he actually knocked it down. Puck comes up to Asher. Asher's unable to control the puck. Gets it out of the zone on Banker's stick. Now Asher's chugging down the left wing. He's got some speed. Tries to shovel it backhand across to Bankert, but it hits a skate and gets knocked down. So Asher does the right thing and sends it into the deep into the zone. Littleton's coming out. Player falls as he's spinning. Sends it ahead. Garvey's coming into the zone. He gets a shot off. That goes just wide of the net on the far side. Asher retrieves that. He puts it out in front. Asher with another good chance right there. The goalie was square to him. I'm sorry, that was not Asher. That was Garvey. Now the puck's coming into the zone. Littleton player trying to make some moves around Sawyer. That's not going to happen. She ends up with the puck. She's in the corner, skating it up the boards. Gets it up to Asher. Asher battling, trying to get out of the zone. Littleton player comes away with it. Gets a shot off. Hamilton never saw that, but it went wide of the net. Kinghorn sends it up. Now the puck is on Asher's stick. He gets a hold of it, sends it ahead. It will not be icing. Littleton has to retreat into their own zone. Dylan Weinreich on the forecheck. Player is forced all the way across, but he finds a player diagonally. Hits him on the stick. Player couldn't catch it. Kinghorn goes back to get it. Pass back to Weinreich off of the boards. Doesn't quite connect. We got some players battling for it. Littleton player makes a move at the blue line, gets into the zone. Met there by Kinghorn. He ends up just sending it down low and going for a change. Sawyer with a reverse behind the net, drops the puck off. Comes around to Popek, man's on Popek. He makes a nice move off the board, sends it ahead, hoping for Cipriani, but it was just out of his reach. Cipriani leans on number 8, pulls him down, no call. Puck is picked up by Littleton. Littleton player reverses. Cipriani holding his wrist. He gets up and gets his stick and his mouth guard. He's on his way. Littleton's coming into the zone. Player is stripped of the puck by a nice job there by Desi Brenner and Nolan, I believe. Puck comes up. Tucker's carrying it up, but he loses the puck. Goes behind. Brenner meets the player, leans on him. Player reverses. Brenner is back there. Little over pursuit. Shot coming. That one is sent wide. Hamilton watches it go into the corner. Once again, we're in the select zone right now. Nolan goes back to get it. 11 minutes left in the third period. And unfortunately, Littleton is the one that's carrying all the offensive possession right now. Need to change that up and have Littleton player down low. Hamilton with a good save. Once again, as I was saying, it should be in the other end a lot more. With a 2-goal deficit, Select should be playing in their offensive zone, not in their defensive zone. See what this line can do. Dylan Bankert can take the face off. Switched up goalies. Slava has taken Bennett out and put looks like Bennett's working on this equipment problem over there. So we have Wyatt Jurdy in there instead for defense. For goalie. Puck is sent down into the select zone. Player reverses, falls down, sends it ahead. That is slowed down nicely by David Mora for that player. Oh. I don't know what the refs are going to call. It did go across the goal line, but the ref didn't see it. Wyatt Jurdy, first shot that he's faced, glove, dropped it, it rolled forward, I'm pretty sure across the goal line, but the ref didn't see across the goal line when he reached back and covered it. So, fortunately for Select, that is a break. That's the puck luck they need. Maybe they can make something happen here. Puck is sent behind Wyatt. He wraps it around over to Kai, gets past him. Funky sends it up the boards. Bankert gets it ahead. David Mora shovels it, backhand pass, spot pass attempt there. What are these guys doing? Whoa, goalie. I'm sorry, so the Select player, there was like 3 Select players bearing in on Wyatt. One player had it. They were too close together to actually pass. Here goes Kai down the right wing. He's got nobody with him. He makes a nice spin move. Lauerman goes in with him. Several players gang up on him, get the puck away from him. Foothills players coming into the zone. He tries a dangle move, but he ends up getting knocked down. Good move there by Lauerman to get that puck off of this Littleton player. Goes diagonally across the zone. That is unfortunately out of Weinreich's grasp, and that ends up getting played with a high stick touched by Littleton, so the face-off is going to be in the Littleton zone. 9:20 left in the third period. Still 4-2 in favor of Littleton. Hamilton has fixed his gear. He's back in the crease again. Wyatt with a solid 30-second shift there. All right, puck is dropped in the Littleton zone to their goalie's right. Comes back to Tucker Murray. He sends it down low to Asher. Littleton winning a lot of the battles on the boards. Puck is players coming into the zone. Tucker Murray forces him wide, no shot. He goes behind. He can't get the pass off to the blue line either. He tries to reverse, followed nicely by Nolan. Nolan's carrying it forward. He has Asher on the right side. He goes across, gets it right in the middle to to Dylan Garvey, and Garvey just could not handle that pass as it came across the slot to him. Tucker Murray watches the player go into the corner. Littleton has the puck in deep. Goes behind Hamilton, tries to put it out front, but he whiffs on the pass. Gets the puck back. He sends it out to a Littleton player. He sends it over to number 12 for Littleton with a shot towards Hamilton, who just gobbles that up for another whistle. Eight and a half minutes left in the third period. Still 4-2 in favor of Littleton. Hope they didn't use up their one little bit of puck luck just on that not being called a goal. Let's see if they can get a little more puck luck and have one roll slowly into the Littleton net. Vito Cipriani steps forward off the face-off. He sends it up to Popek, picks up the slack, and Popek had stepped in offsides. That was a nice face-off win by that group. Vito just burst through the circle, picked the puck up, and was coming out with speed. Tried to pass it across to Popek, but the Littleton player read it well, got a stick on it just at the blue line to force an offsides. All right, Brenner, Vito, and David Popek. Funky and Kinghorn on defense. Puck comes back. Funky and David Moore on defense. David Moore sends it ahead. He decides he's going to go and get it. Popek realizes that, hangs back, playing defense. Now he pinches in. Good pinch there by David Popek. He has the puck down low. He's looking for Brenner's stick, but Brenner's stick was covered. Littleton does a really good job of collapsing down into a strong 5-man unit in the center of the ice when the puck is in their own zone. They intercept a lot of passes across. Littleton player comes up with it. He spins at the blue line, sends it down, goes behind Hamilton, Gus Funky to go and get it. Tries to one-hand it forward, gets it to Vito. Vito reverses it all the way around to the other side. David Mora goes to get it. He has Popek ahead of him, but the Littleton player comes away with it. Nicely poked there. Kicked ahead to himself by Vito. Vito's coming down the left wing. He has Popek with him, takes a shot. Goalie makes a save with his shoulder. tried to drop the puck off to Popek, but Popek had curled the other way instead of behind the net. So Littleton is coming out with the puck now. Littleton makes a nice move, player. Hamilton with another good save. Good strong positional save, just where he needed to be in the goalie. The player just hit him right in the logo in the chest. Right in the goalie. That's where I shoot when I'm playing. I like to pick a target, the goalie's emblem, and just shoot right at that. Might as well make it as easy as possible for them. Banker line out there now. Face off to Hamilton's right. 7 minutes left in the third period. Still 4-2 in favor of Littleton. Kinghorn tries to go diagonally across to Bankert, but that puck is knocked down by Littleton player. Littleton player rushing in again. Lauerman gets it out. Kai Riegler trying to move it forward. Littleton player does a good job of keeping him from the puck. Kai has it, he spins, gets it over to Lauerman. Lauerman lost it across to Kinghorn. Kinghorn gets to it, he sends it towards the net, but that gets deflected well wide. Sawyer is after it. Littleton player knocks it down. Bankert has it now. He tries to send it across, but again, the pass is just kind of half speedy right now. These kids are not getting the pass with the force that they need to get them where they're going, because Littleton players are reading the play and they're all good sticks and they all move quickly, so they're able to intercept a lot of passes. Puck is coming up, it's at the blue line. Player takes a soft shot towards Hamilton, sends it into the corner for Kinghorn. Kinghorn makes a nice move. Player from his knees slaps hard at the puck and ends up slapping it off the Kinghorn stick. Kinghorn had made the move, broke the kid's ankles. The kid actually fell down in his efforts, but he did not give up. He turned and spun and slapped at the puck with his stick and sent it just careening across the zone. Luckily, it ended up on the Select player's stick. Face-off will be to Hamilton's right. Weinrich to take the face-off. Sends it over to Garvey. Garvey skating with his head up. Tries to make the Hamilton with another good save in close. Good job there by Garvey. He sends it ahead. Once again, read by the Littleton player. Couple shots by Littleton. Hamilton makes the first save. The second one goes wide of the net. Breakout coming here. Yeah, nice job there by Dylan Weinreich to regain his balance. Shot by Asher towards the net. Then he goes and follows his shot, goes in for the puck, gets past everybody, comes out onto the Littleton stick. Littleton player lofts a backhand across neutral ice, comes down the left wing, being watched there very carefully by David Mora. David Mora had the player pinned. Puck was around behind Hamilton. Gets through everybody. Here we've got Asher coming in. He goes to his backhand, back to his forehand. Player hooks him just enough to slow him down, but no call. Puck comes out to the blue line. Goes in deep. Vito Cipriani on the forecheck. Player does a nice couple reverse moves there. Vito leans on him. Gets an elbow in the face for his efforts. Puck is sent up the near side. Comes out to Mora. He gets a shot in the back. Can't send the puck down low. Popek goes and gets it. Littleton player comes away with it. That hits Brenner's stick and dies for a second, but the player followed up that and got it and sent it ahead and ends up sending it too far in for an icing against Littleton. Watching the next age group up, Littleton players walk by us. Our older son plays basketball and all the kids have the llama haircut. These kids do too. I guess it's not sport specific. Comes out to Kinghorn. Kinghorn with a good wrist shot towards the net. That hits the chest and gets knocked down. Sawyer pinches it, sends it ahead for Popek. Popek sends it across for Vito. Vito could not quite control it. He gets it forward. Kept in by Brenner. Comes back out to the blue line. Brenner once again slaps at it. Good pinch there by Kinghorn. Sends it forward. Probably should have been an offside, but was not called. Puck comes out to Sawyer. She shovels it backhand down the boards. That goes back into the zone for an offsides against Select. 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes left in this third period. Select has not made any inroads into the 4-2 lead by Littleton. Going to have to get going here. Bankert, Lauerman, and Riegler. Kinghorn and Sawyer on defense. Riegler just knocked that player down. Bankert's coming in, gets a shot. Good, hard shot. Goalie's able to make a blocker save. That was from well outside, but it was a good shot. Tries to come across. Shot from the blue line. Bankert gets a stick on it. Couldn't deflect it in. Comes back out by Kinghorn. He got another good shot at that one, but I think the player coming off of the bench got just a little bit of it and was able to deflect it high. Puck is sent down low. Lauerman heading in on the forecheck. Foothills Littleton player drops it to his teammate who's skating behind his own net. Sends it hard up the boards, comes to Kinghorn. Kinghorn's got a man on him who slaps it forward. Kinghorn just casually stays in his way. Sawyer gets there, she sends it ahead to Bankert. Bankert's pass forward to his man, couldn't quite get there. Puck comes up to Lauerman. Lauerman sends it back out to Riegler. Kai is skating down the right wing, trying to win the battle for the puck. Littleton player used his body well to protect the puck from Kai. They come up the near side here. Littleton player coming out, Tucker Murray, staying with him, but he falls. Oh, nicely done. Good job there by Nolan to knock that centering pass down. Puck comes up to the blue line. Littleton player holds it in. He's got a man on the far post. Goes over to him. Good job by Nolan to just deflect that pass away from the Littleton player, but not into his own net. Player shot coming here. Hamilton with the glove. For a whistle. 2:20 left in the game. Still 4-2 in favor of Littleton. Play is honestly pretty even, but I wish it was tilted more in the favor of Select. They need to get more pressure. I think the shots are going to be well in the favor of Littleton at the end of this. Mora takes the puck, sends it across. Popek, couldn't tell who that was. Lauerman sends it ahead. Asher's rushing after it. He sends it out to Weinreich. Weinreich couldn't settle the puck that was behind him. Sorry, that was Garvey that was over on the far side. Puck comes up to the blue line. Garvey was reaching up in the air for it, but it drops down just outside of the zone. Asher has it, goes backhand with it. No icing, there is icing on that. He was about a step short of the red line, so icing against Select. Puck will come all the way back down into the Select zone, probably to Hamilton's left. Just under 2 minutes left in the game. See if Slava decides to pull a goalie here. Coming up pretty soon. I'm gonna guess that if they get the puck far down to the other end, Brenner to take the face off, wins it back, but unfortunately the Littleton player is the next guy in. Gus Funky back there working for it. Littleton had a man standing all by himself out in front, but the defenders kept it down. We have Vito Cipriani at the blue line, and he couldn't catch the pass on the cherry picking attempt. Oh, what a shame. Just what they were hoping to do, but the pass forward, the player who was passing it forward got kind of tripped, and so as he tried to get it up to him, it didn't go exactly where he wanted it to, and he missed Vito by about 4 feet. Face off back to Hamilton's right. Puck is dropped. It's trapped between the players, sticks for a second there. David Mora looks up, sends it around. Vito is there. Interference against Foothills. Littleton. Vito's standing there waiting for the puck, and the player comes up behind him and is just bear hugging him. All right, power play for the last of the game for Mountain Select. They got a minute and a half power play, a 1:26 left in the game, a 2-goal deficit. They need to score soon. They're going to go ahead and pull Hamilton right now. Send 6 guys out there for a 6-on-4 power play. Kinghorn and David Mora, teammates in Steamboat, playing on the point. Brenner's in there on one wing. Bankert wins it over to Brenner. Littleton player gets there first and chips it ahead. Again, empty net for Select. Player from Foothill, Littleton sends it in low. He's working hard. These kids are skating. Pass up to Popek. Gets there. Popek to Brenner. Brenner gets across the blue line, but not in control. Puck is picked up by the Littleton player. Goes back. Vito has it. He sends it ahead. They need to get set up in here. Desi Brenner with a shot that gets knocked down by Littleton's stick. Bankert has it. He's curling across, sends it over to Sends it over to Pope. There it is. Sends it over to Brenner. Brenner's shot was blocked by a skate. Puck comes over, and our man David Popek closes in, gets the rebound, and sends it up into the top corner. 4-3 now on a 6-on-4 power play for Select. Little gasp of hope right here. See if they start off the face-off, center ice face-off. Going to throw the goalie in real quick. See if they can win possession and get down there, and then Hamilton's going to have to sprint to the bench, get the sixth skater out there, Brenner out there to take the face-off. Puck is dropped. Littleton wins it back. Player for Littleton does the right thing, sends it down low, but that should, oh, they wave off the icing. Wait, one player waved it off, one ref waved it off, the other one blew the whistle. So that is icing. So Hamilton's going to go to the bench. They're going to pull the extra player, put him on the ice. Face-off will be to the Littleton goalie's left. 6-on-5 now. Kinghorn and David Moore still on D. Vito, Desi, Dylan Banker, and Popek are the forwards. Popek gets it after the face-off, gets it across for Vito. Vito shovels it towards the goalie, lands in the goalie's lap. No rebound. Now another face-off. This time the face-off will be to the Littleton goalie's right. 27.6 seconds left in the game. Popek to take the face-off. He wins it back, comes all the way back to Maura Burnett. He sends it down low. Vito goes to get it. He looks up, sends it out to Popek, back to Vito. Vito goes behind the net. He has it. He tries to send it out to Kinghorn at the blue line, but it does not get there. Good job by Brenner. He sends it down low. Vito would turn the other way. So Dylan Banker was out of, not quite there yet. Puck is sent the length of the ice. Backhand attempt at the empty net by Littleton, misses the net. That's the horn. Game over. Loss number 3 for Select. Better effort, better play, same results. Just tough tournament for these guys. All these other one bad bounce pretty much changed it. That unfortunate puck off the skate that rolled into the net changed the momentum. Obviously changed the score. And 4-3 loss for Mtn Select against a team that they beat earlier this season. So they come together for the for the handshake. At this point, Mtn Select will not be playing tomorrow. They definitely have too many losses at this point. I'm not sure about this Littleton team. They've also haven't really been that dominant. Their younger group is better. But another game this afternoon. One last chance for redemption by your Select team. Tune on in. We'll be broadcasting it again and hoping that they can find some life and finish